It's a night that's circled on Missoula's calendar all year long. The Golden Goat makes its return to Dahlberg Arena, but this time with a new participant. So happy to have you with us on this Friday evening, joined by Jack Marshall. I'm Zach Kaplan, and we can't wait to bring you an exciting, action-packed night here from the home of the Grizz. But tonight, Jack, home of the Golden Goat. Hellgate and Big Sky battling it out, and we're starting with the girls' game tonight. The newcomers, got to welcome them to the fold here. Big Sky, they've had a really nice stretch of play lately. What's been the key, and how would they pull it off if they're going to get the win tonight?
Well, Zach, I'll tell you what, I've had this date circled on my puppies and kittens calendar on my fridge since I hung it up. But yeah, Big Sky, great stretch recently. Cadence Kasher, she's only a sophomore, but since coming back from injury, she's been stellar. And if she gets it going, that's how Big Sky's going to come in here for the first time and beat Hellgate.
And you know when it's circled on the calendar, it's serious stuff. On the Hellgate side of things, they've been the dominant power. They have won this competition on the Spirit side so many years in a row. But on the basketball side, they've been dominant as well. And it really starts up front with them. Alex Scoville, tough fun to guard.
Yeah, Alex Kovo, unless Yao Ming walks into the gym, she's going to be the tallest person in here tonight. She's so fun to watch. Hellgate's really only had the trophy. It's their trophy, so they get the ball to Alex Kovo, then they're going to keep the GOAT.
And, of course, we have a spirit competition that goes throughout tonight's broadcast. The boys will tip off right around 8 o'clock following the girls' game. And then at the conclusion of the boys' game, the Golden Goat is given out for 2023. Been impressed so far with the showing from Big Sky. Got some LED lights in their student section. Really impressive stuff. But we'll see who can kind of keep it going throughout the night. It's Hellgate. It's Big Sky. It's the Golden Goat. And it's coming up next here on SWX.
Whatever the weather, elevation, or terrain, the Flathead never disappoints. Get there with Corwin Motors Kalispell. We're the ones on the corner with a bunch of vehicles in our lot. Sedans, SUVs, and of course big trucks for hauling your toys all year round. Don't waste your time. Get the best price and the best service all in one place. Corwin, family driven for over 100 years. GMC, we are professional grade. Right now, well-qualified buyers get up to 2.9% APR for 60 months on the new 2023 GMC Sierra 1500 Elevation.
They say breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but that doesn't mean it has to be complicated. At the Breakfast Club, you'll get fresh, high-quality ingredients in a burrito so big you might want to skip lunch. You can watch it being made, and you're not going to be standing around waiting. The Breakfast Club is quick and good. Top it off with a fresh espresso, fresh brewed coffee, or cold beverage. So don't spend all morning pondering the error of missing breakfast. The Breakfast Club in Russell Park Square.
Okay, you know those single-use plastic water bottles? See, because of our filtration systems, billions fewer are being used every year.
That's great, sir. Can I take your order?
Oh, number 3.
At Culligan, we get that most people don't think about water like we do, and that's okay. You see, when we install our drinking water and softening systems, we're thinking about filtering contaminants and the minerals that make water hard. So you can just think about softer, cleaner, better tasting water. At Culligan, we think about your water, so you don't have to.
J&K Customs. Make your adventure happen.
We are back here inside Dahlberg Arena. Ben Weinman is feeling it, and so are both of these student sections. Hellgate and Big Sky just moments away from tip-off as we get our starting lineups introduced here at Dahlberg Arena. And Jack, I mean, what an atmosphere. So much energy going right now. Let's look at tonight's starting lineups. They're brought to you by Paradise Falls, Missoula's coolest hotspot since 1993. Find your paradise at Paradise Falls. For the Eagles, DeCoit, McGuinn, Hale, the 3 guards, Janicaro and Couture in the front court. Couture, I beg your pardon, on the Hellgate side. Anderson, Larson, Petrino, Munn, and Coville. Just one guard. They like to go big, and that's how Hellgate's going to start this game tonight.
Yeah, Zach, I'm so excited for this, man. I've been looking forward to it for a long time, and Big Sky's first year in it, we knew they were going to bring the juice in their student section. There's a bunch of them. They're so amped up, as you see right here. But Hellgate, they're here, and they want the GOAT. Shirts are off in the space-themed student section for Hellgate, Zach.
We got a disco theme on the Big Sky side of things. We got a space theme for Hellgate, and you can see little optional toss there over in the front row. But let me tell you, this is going to be a heck of a game tonight and such a big atmosphere. The best crosstown environment in the state of Montana, and we can't wait to bring you the action tonight as the Knights take the floor. They are ready, trying to improve to 12-4 on the year, get their 10th win in conference play. The Eagles hoping to go to 9-7 and even it up 6-6 in Western AA with the win tonight.
Yeah, this Hellgate team back-to-back AA state championship appearances. They've seen big stages before, but obviously you see a little meeting there to settle it down because the Big Sky student section is shaking the building over there. They're going crazy, Zach.
You can see the disco theme, clad in blue and gold rather. Kasher and Colville to jump it up for the Eagles and the Knights, and we are underway here at Dahlberg Arena. Hellgate in all white from right to left across your screen here in the first quarter as Anderson misses the three. Colville with the putback attempt is short. McGuinn with the board. Eagles in all blue from left to right here in quarter number one. We are scoreless early on. DeCoit inside. Back out to DeCoit. To Kasher on the block, and we get the game's first foul call. It'll come against Larson.
Yeah, don't be surprised if you see that all evening. Kasher and Larson just going at it. Larson is such a physical player, Zach. She loves to play hard and picks up her first foul there, just going hard against Kasher, who is going to have the ball in her hands all night for Big Sky.
Right on cue, gets the inbound, tries to put it up over Colville, and gets it to fall, and Big Sky strikes first.
A great little inbound play ran up there by Coach Travis Williams for the Eagles to get on the board.
It's a bigger floor than both these teams accustomed to. How will they adjust? A lot more space offensively, but also defensively to cover as we get a first foul call against the Eagles, as I think they'll get DeCoit for it.
Yeah, and you're right. This is a really big floor. I was shooting around a little bit pre-game, and it's hard to really, especially beyond the three-point line, it's hard to really see the rim from that far back, so we'll see how they deal with it.
They get McGuinn for the foul. It's going to be her first. Now one each for the Eagles and the Knights. Alex Mund kicks it to the corner. Anderson. And they get a whistle double dribble, and the Eagles get it, the game's first turnover.
Yeah, that's a great start for Big Sky on defense, forcing a turnover and then the possession before having an Alex Colville miss. Can't ask for much better by Travis Williams and crew.
Hang on a second here. Got to make sure we have the clock right early on, as they are looking at it over on the table from the far side. But you mentioned it, Jack, and I want to go back to that. Hellgate's played in state championships, and they played on this floor. The big question on the Big Sky side of things, you get a look at Travis Williams and Maddie Keast. I mean, the space outfit really leaning into the theme there. Got to give her a shout out.
Yeah, the Pit Vipers, too. They're going into it. But the thing is, two first-year head coaches, and I think Travis Williams probably likes that. First year for his whole team and fan base, but he's going against the first-year head coach, so obviously no one will get too rattled, and looks like they might have the clock figured out. I saw our producer Dave Norton messing with the scoreboard a little bit pregame, Zach. Not sure what the deal with that is, but hopefully they get it figured out.
I do not suspect him of foul play. I think he's in the clear. But they're obviously talking about something over there. You mentioned it with Hellgate. They played in back-to-back state championship games. They played in this game, of course, when you think about Colville the last 3 years that we've had it. As Colville gets the steal, trying to go the other way on DeCoit, and it's 2 easy points for the Knights.
Look out. Alex Colville, that's too easy.
Even at 2 apiece in the early going. Both teams, if they had jitters, not showing it early on. DeCoit running point with Anderson guarding at the three-point line. Gets the high screen from Kasher, and we'll get a whistle and a foul on Anderson. She got into foul trouble the game against Sentinel that was broadcast on SWX last week. We'll see if that stays the theme.
And Kasher was excited. She was so excited she ran on the other end of the floor, Zach. I think there was a foul on Hellgate. She thought for some reason they were going the other way.
Yeah, they got Carmen Anderson for her first.
Yeah, ran through the screen a little too hard.
You mentioned the nerves, maybe Kasher wanted to get back on defense and make plays so quickly, but now she'll try to give the lead back to Big Sky. She is the spark plug of this team. Missed some games in the early part of the season. As DeCoit puts up a mid-range jumper. Mund with the board, but a foul, they're going to say.
I think she was out of bounds on the baseline.
Or was her foot on the line? Good catch.
Yeah, hard to say. Yeah, they're going to take it under the baseline here, but always a hard shot going over Colville in this nasty 2-3 zone Hellgate runs.
I mean, when teams figure it out, they can let me know. It's been hard all year. It's an unenviable task trying to shoot it over the 6'6" center for the Knights. As Kasher driving in underneath. Shot doesn't fall, but the foul call. And very quickly, 3 team fouls on Hellgate here in the opening minute 45 of this game.
Well, if Big Sky's going to keep this one fun, they got to pick up fouls, and they've done that immediately on Chloe Larson and Alex Colville, 2 catalysts for Hellgate. And you're right, that 2-3 zone, if anyone beats it. I mean, the other night we saw Sentinel keep it close and hit them threes against it, but they still didn't even win that game.
That's a free throw misses. That's the second foul on Larson. So we'll see how Maddie Keast was about her lineup. Look, she does check out Larson at the dead ball. And you get a look at Gianna Janicaro at the line for the Eagles.
She was 14 for 32 at the line prior to that trip, where she misses both.
And the free throws have been a bit of a struggle, just shooting just under 55% for the year. That's 11 in Class AA are the Big Sky Eagles coming into tonight. Now on the other end, Colville inside for 2.
That's the bread and butter for the Hellgate Knights. We talk about it. Get the ball down low to Alex Colville. And I don't know who you would guard her with, but easy bucket there for the Hellgate Knights.
DeCoit trying to answer on the other end. Puts it up off the shot clock, and they'll say it goes back over to the Knights.
They're trying to go high off the backboard, a little too high there, and shot clock is off limits. Cannot use it as a backboard.
So Anderson will bring it up. Shot clock, first year we've had it in Montana High School basketball, as this one's tipped away by Hale, but it will stay with the Knights. I think a welcome innovation, and you're someone who's played high school basketball in the state as well. You can only imagine how much different games would have been back, if you'd had one, but nice to see, you think?
Yeah, some teams could really play into it before there was a shot clock and slow it down, and now I think a little more parity, and you have to have good offense now.
Anderson, Colville for 2.
Great find by Carmen Anderson. Obviously a really good point guard for this team, but Alex Colville's that wide open. You got to find her.
Alex Colville 6, Big Sky 2 are scoring the early going. DeCoit trying to answer, kicks it. Kasher mid-range, yes.
Well, there's Kasher. It's a little square up between Kasher and Colville so far. The only 2 scorers, and that's kind of what you want if you're either coach. Your best players are putting the ball in the hoop.
Kasher, a talented sophomore for this Big Sky bunch.
Yeah, when they talk about this Big Sky team, they say they're going to be really good in 2 years. A lot of their good players are sophomores, and they're pretty good now, Zach.
They're still punching above their weight, especially in the early going here, keeping it close on defense as the Eagles come up with the steal, and DeCoit will bring it across.
DeCoit, a really good soccer player over at Big Sky High School.
A 2-sport athlete for the Eagles. Has a lot of room inside, and she drives right to the basket for 2.
Hey, just like she was attacking the goal there, went straight to the hoop. And we got a tie ball game.
It's the first player on either team besides Colville and Kasher to put in a basket in the early going. Even at 6, with 20 to shoot now, the Knights trying to respond. Colville thrown away, and Kasher comes up with it.
Yeah, it's hard to overshoot Colville, but it happens quite a bit. That one over the top of her head, and good job by Kasher to read that like a safety and get the interception.
DeCoit kicks it back. Fire for 3. No, rebound by Colville.
That's a tough step back, especially in this big court. And now we got a timeout. Hellgate Knights.
And we got a whistle, and Maddie Keast will talk it over with her team. We're even at 6 with 3:48 to go here in the first quarter. We're going to keep it right here, Jack, and talk about these 2 teams. I mean, look at the Hellgate bench. Look what we got going on here. Because we got stars, we got space theme. I mean, I think we could just spend every time out kind of going around the crowd, looking at all the different outfits people got on. I mean, it is just something. And, for you, just to see the enthusiasm these 2 student sections have, it's awesome.
Yeah, this is so fun, and I especially love how the coaching staff get into it. Super sick as we pull up our Golden Goat scoring rubric. Obviously, if you win the game, you don't get the trophy. We got the judges on either side of us here, Zach, and this is what it looks like.
So they judge it on a 100-point scale, 20 for sportsmanship, 20 for theme and decor and posters. School cheer gets 20, and then shirts. But we got cheer and dance performances. I don't know if they're incorporating you into either of them.
Yeah, we'll see. It might be a little bit of a surprise whether I come out at halftime, but the performances at halftime are always pretty fun, Zach.
Okay, so we'll have to stay on our toes for that. but that's how they judge it. We have 6 judges. They're all sitting to our right here from across the Missoula community as Larson checks back into the game with 2 fouls. So Key stopped in to keep her on.
I mean, she's such a good player. I call her cardiac Chloe Larson after she hit those 2 big free throws to beat Sentinel the other night. But she's the team leader, so we got to steal.
Kasher trying to go the other way. 1-on-2. Inside. Gets it to fall. And the foul. Big play by Kasher. And a big start to this game for Big Sky.
They're waving the fingers over there in the Eagle student section. Wow, what a steal by Kasher on the break. Initiates the contact. And a 1.
Yeah, you got our peak performance replay. Kasher has really taken over. It was her first game back the last time these 2 played. Kasher was still finding herself a bit as she drains the free throw. 7 early points, 7 of Big Sky's 9 belonging to the sophomore as they take a 3-point lead. Driving inside, Anderson for 2.
And they're playing fast on this court, a lot more open space. It feels like you can run around and through things and push the break, and that's what Carmen Anderson did. She's looking great tonight, Zach.
Yeah, both teams really pushing the pace so far here in this opening quarter as DeCoit comes in, and they're going to get Larson. That's going to be her 3rd. Yeah. Already in this game. Not even 5 minutes, Jack, and that's going to put Hellgate in a really tough spot the rest of the way.
Yeah, Kasher is such a smart player, and you saw she got on the tracks there and took it, and just she's so intense right now, locked in. And Larson's got to go to the bench with 3 fouls here, Zach, in the first quarter, and you can tell she wants to play. She's just a spark for this team. She wants to be on the floor right now.
9-8 our score. Big Sky with the early lead. Can they take advantage of Larson on the bench? Hale's going to try for 3. Rebounded by Kasher underneath. Can't get it to fall. Hit everything but the bottom of the net. Coville with the board.
Well, yeah, Kasher still going hard. That's a great look, and I think Big Sky will take it again if they get the opportunity too.
So Anderson, it was called for the foul on the end 1. So Anderson with 2 fouls, Larson with 3, thanks to Monitor. For the Knights already in early foul trouble. Munn inside and 1. The Knights respond with a 3-point play of their own, and they get back to within a point.
Wow, what a cut by Alex Munn. Big Sky's hanging out in this zone defense. She was able to see they weren't looking at her, turn their back, backdoor foul. Now Kasher with her first foul of the night.
So Munn can't get the free throw to fall. 48% shooter, and they call a tie-up. It's going to be Big Sky ball.
Yeah, if Alex Kova brings the ball down low like she just did there, you have to grab it, and they did a good job of that.
10-9 our score as the Eagles showing they are not intimidated by the stage so far. It's Hellgate who's going to have some foul trouble to work through. DeCoit. As Kasher with another big defensive play. She has been so big on that end early.
Yeah, she's great. And it's hilarious to see a star yelling out plays from the Hellgate bench at the top of your screen there.
And really leaning into it as Giannicaro can't get it to fall. It's blocked from behind. Kasher with the board, puts it in for 2. And that's an early 9 points for Kasher. She is unstoppable in this first quarter.
She's got moxie, man. And she did an official visit in this gym for this at UM. So obviously maybe she likes playing here a little bit, Zach.
And even in her early stage of high school basketball, just showing off the talent as she grabs yet another board off the miss.
Yeah, man, she's so fun to watch. I can't wait for the next couple of years at Big Sky High School and right now. And now a timeout.
Right as McGuinn got over half court, Travis Williams taking a timeout. Let's talk about this game so far, as Hellgate in a bit of a precarious early position, but tell you, both the student sections have been fun, and you can see both huddles, passionate, intense. You know, you can lose the games and still win the spirit competition, but it's not as fun, Jack, if you can't just do them both.
Yeah, I don't think it would be very fun to run out and get the trophy if you just lost the game, but either way, they're having a lot of fun tonight. And
yeah, and Jack, this isn't just a thing this week. It's not just, doesn't just happen right now. As you can see, Ben Weinman out at center court. Both student sections getting fired up as they battle for Gertie. It's been Hellgate who's taken it home all 3 years that they've played this. Had to miss one for COVID, but they were able to win it back last year again. And Big Sky, really impressive early effort. I mean, we got all sorts of things going on over there, but it's Hellgate who can brag about having it for now.
They're getting wild over in the Big Sky student section, Zach.
Under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Big Sky up by 4. Inside, Kasher trying to drive in on Coville, create some space. Looking for cutters. Puts it back out up top.
Coville guarding Kasher. That's an interesting matchup.
On the other end, and that one's thrown away. It'll go back to the Knights. With 38.2 to go, so the shot clock stays on. They put a new 35 on the board, see if the Knights can get a bucket back. 4-point game as you see Larson on the bench. If you're just joining us, Chloe Larson, 3 fouls for the Eagles. For the Knights, I beg your pardon, early on. Pasuccio throws it away. Janicaro with it, trying to get it to somebody, and finally gets it to McGuinn.
Shot clock gone.
So we'll see if the Eagles hold for the last shot. It's Travis Williams barking signals from the Big Sky bench. It's McGuinn just on the Grizzly Bear logo with 10.
Watch Kasher here.
Driving in. Kicks it over. Janicaro, yes, for 2. And Kasher was fired up about that one. See if the Knights can respond at the end of the quarter from half court. Just misses, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. Big Sky ahead 16-10. It's been an exciting one, and we'll be right back with the second quarter right here on SWX Golden Goat here at Dahlberg Arena in Missoula.
Discover the difference a family-owned Montana bank can make for you and your business. Stockman Bank is focused only on Montana, no place else. So you come first with us. Visit your neighborhood Stockman Bank to say hello and let us earn your trust and your business. Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking.
Winter in Montana provides a variety of great outdoor activities, but the combination of higher altitude and UV rays reflected by the snow puts you at an increased risk of sun damage and skin cancer. In addition to wearing proper clothing and headgear, the Foundation for Community Health wants you to be sun smart and always remember to slop on sunscreen and wrap eyes with UV rated goggles or sunglasses. To learn more about sun safety and the signs of skin cancer, visit fchwmt.org.
Hey fans, a reminder, tonight's SWX presentation of high school basketball featuring Sentinel, featuring Hellgate and Big Sky is made possible in part by the Montana High School Association. Wherever you play, the MHSA is on your team. Hellgate and Big Sky battling it out at Dahlberg Arena, joined by Jack Marshall. I'm Zach Kaplan. What a game we have early on. I mean, Jack, we just missed a half-court shot by inches, and that's how the quarter ended, let alone the first 7 minutes, 59 seconds.
Yeah, that might have taken the roof off in here if they made that. But, yeah, great event put on here by the MHSA, playing in this big arena during the regular season. So fun to be able to see, and a trophy. You don't see that nearly at all in Montana high school basketball.
No, usually just for state tournaments. As the 3 from Anderson misses, Larson, who checks back in with 3 fouls, puts it up. And she's got to be careful, but I think she got the call on McGuinn. Dodged the bullet for the moment. And she'll have to be careful the rest of this game.
Yeah, she's the juice they need. They need her in the game, and way to get the rebound there. Immediately go to the line where she was pretty comfortable the other night against Sentinel when she sunk 2 game-winning free throws.
What'd you call her? Cardiac Chloe?
Yeah, Cardiac Chloe Larson, man. If she has the ball at the end of the game, you might be in a little bit of danger.
Like you mentioned, Larson Was able to hit on that last-second foul, a game we brought you on SWX, as Larson hits them both.
Deja vu.
4-point game.
Deja vu, yeah. I mean,
well, not quite the same situation, but.
Yeah, I mean, big moment, though. It's getting loud, and she made both free throws.
Kasher, the matchup of the night. Kasher and Coville. As she tries it, she gets it back out. Inside, Janicaro. Back to Kasher. Over Coville, no. Loose on the baseline. I'll get a foul, I believe, on Latrielle for Big Sky.
So now Big Sky picking up a few more fouls on their own end after we saw Hellgate get a few. They're going hard at offensive rebounds, or defensive rebounds. Every time Hellgate pulls one down, they're cloaking them, and got a foul there on the double team.
5 team fouls now on the Eagles. Nobody with more than one.
Eagles were in a zone. Now they're in a full court press.
They're certainly turning up the heat here in this second quarter, carrying a 4-point lead. Coville. Anderson on the far wing, the far corner rather. Now kicks it back up top. Shannon Kane. Ellie Reed, the freshman. Back to Kane. Anderson with under 10 to shoot. They'll have to hurry. Coville inside for 2.
Anderson stared at her a little bit and was like, is she really that open? And just threw it over the top. No backside help defense. And now Hellgate only down 2.
16-14 our score, and they get Latrielle for the travel.
Yeah, Maddie Keese was barking out instructions for defense, and so whatever she said seemed to work there.
As they get a look at Keese rocking the spacesuit. We'll have to show off the shoes at some point for Keese because they are tremendous. And Travis Williams going in with the theme as well as his coaching staff's got the T-shirts on. They've been selling them at games all season long. Big Sky has, and certainly the enthusiasm not lost. Their first year as a part of this Golden Goat game as Anderson brings it across half court. They got the glitter on the shirts. I mean, that stuff doesn't come off. They are committed. Larson inside, no. Last tipped, I believe, by DeCoit. It will stay with Hellgate.
Yeah, I think he's even got a disco ball around his neck there. They're sticking to the bit over at Big Sky.
And there you see Keese with her costume as well. Coville can't get it to fall, but she'll go to the line for 2 once again. And the thing with Coville, Jack, you can't just play Hack and Alex because she's a 79% free throw shooter.
Yeah.
And despite the height, you only have so many fouls to throw at her anyway. But she knocks them down.
Yeah, I would agree, and I feel like I watched her a little bit when she played in her earlier years, and that might have been one of the criticisms you could have of her game. And a lot of tall players like that, not always the best free throw shooters, but this year she's pretty high up in the state ranks, let alone on the team. Yeah, you cannot hack an Alex Coville.
She misses the first and misses them both. I beg your pardon. So DeCoit will bring it across, trying to kick it to the corner. Audrey Hale was jumping for the ball. But DeCoit will slow it down with just over 6 minutes, and the Eagles with a 2-point lead here in the second quarter. Hale throws it up, gets it to fall, and the foul. Just an excuse me shot, and it goes in.
Well, there's so many spacesuits over by the Hellgate student section, the gravity might be a little weird. As you see, up high, weird bounce off the rim, and the backboard and goes in. The Big Sky student section loving it behind her there.
She misses the free throw. Kasher gets the board. Kasher kicks it back out. DeCoit will try a 3. Coville with the board as she was fighting for it with Kasher and gets it back. Now on the other end, Anderson underneath, tried to get it to Kane, and she'll just back it out and give it to Coville.
Well, that was good by Big Sky. They sped Hellgate up a lot, but no turnover, and now they can settle down into their offense.
Larson inside. Look at the block on Big Sky, and Larson will go to the line for 2. She's slow to get up. And, I mean, she has just been involved in every physical play here early on.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried for Chloe Larson in her later years. She hits the floor so much, plays such a physical brand of basketball, but fights just such a tough player.
But for now, not worried about it. Just trying to get the sweep of her crosstown rivals as Larson hits another free throw.
Big Sky had the juice there in their student section. Now Hellgate starting to get a little loud with their points in return.
Larson, a 68% free throw shooter coming into tonight's game. As she hits another one. She starts 4 for 4 from the line.
Cardiac Chloe. So she's not missing tonight.
2-point game. DeCoit met by Larson at half court. That's Kasher with the high screen. DeCoit to the corner. McGuinn a three. Kasher lets McGuinn get their own board. DeCoit stops. Tries to get it to Kasher. Does. Puts up an off-balance shot. Rebounded by Colville. Poked out by Kasher. Janicaro with it. And now Kasher gets it back, and the Eagles will settle.
Yeah, I said they go after rebounds here, and they try to steal away from the deep board, and that's exactly what Kasher did there.
DeCoit trying to drive in on Reed. Kicks to the corner. Back up top, Kasher with Larson defending. 15 to shoot for the Eagles as the shot clock reset on the change of possession. DeCoit calling out a play with 10. He's got to hurry, driving in on Colville, gets it underneath. Janicaro, no, rebounded by Larson.
That was a good look by Big Sky. Obviously, trying to thread it around Alex Colville. Got a great backside, but couldn't get it to go.
Larson drives into the lane, puts it up, in for two.
A little Euro step by Cardiac Chloe, and Big Sky needs a timeout.
We're tied at 18, just under halfway through this second quarter. It's been an electric atmosphere so far, and Jack Hellgate's really starting to feel themselves.
Yeah, they are, and look at that great move. That's a left-handed layup by Chloe Larson. Always so hard to do that. And man, we see Lee Campbell liking it from her team.
They're having a fun time over there as this game's been dead even so far. Reminder, after this game, we got the boys coming up right around 8 o'clock, and we'll have an interview with our player of the game tonight. It's brought to you by Stockman Bank. Stockman Bank, Montana banking, pure and simple. Sponsors of our player of the game. Jack Marshall, you have to put on your running shoes. Try to go grab them after this one concludes.
Yeah, hopefully I don't get caught up in a court storm or anything tonight, but it'll be fun. I love it. These players are playing great. It's big atmosphere, big environment, you know. So I'm excited to pick their brain after the win, and they deserve it, you know.
Just for that boys game. I think girls game you'll be okay. Unless, if we get a half-court buzzer beater like that, we almost had it at the end of the first quarter. All bets are off, Marshall.
Yeah, I'm not jinxing anything. I'm just staying prepared.
So back on the court now. Let's see how Big Sky comes out of the timeout. DeCoit trying to call for the screen. Gets it back up top. Sadie McGuinn. DeCoit on the wing. Anderson playing nice defense on the perimeter. And stolen inside. Kane with the steal gets it to Larson. And Hellgate can take the lead with the bucket here.
Can't get complacent against the zone defense, and that's what Big Sky did. Good steal by Hellgate.
Colville, turnaround. No. Kasher with the board.
Wow, another great job by Big Sky. Every time Colville misses the ball, misses a shot, you pat yourself on the back if you're the Eagles.
Eagles with 17 fouls now. Knights with 6. As DeCoit kicks it to the corner. Hale open for 3 and can't get it to fall. Contact on the baseline. Kasher with the board and the 2.
Wow. Kasher just went right at 6'6" Alex Colville. I don't think I've seen anyone do it quite like that and not get blocked, let alone make the shot.
20-18, the Eagles get the lead back. Kasher with 11 of Big Sky's 20 points already. Anderson misses Colville. Kasher fighting for the loose ball, gets to it first.
Cadence Kasher is playing unreal right now. Defensively and offensively, she's everywhere. She's just trying to will him to a win, Zach.
Hale right in front of the Hellgate bench. Back to DeCoit. Hale at the top of the key. Under 3 minutes to go. Eagles up by 2. Kasher from the free throw line is good.
That's too easy. And now Hellgate needs a timeout.
So Maddie Keys will talk about it. Kasher has just been tremendous in this game, Jack. We got to talk about her because she is up to 13 points here in the first half.
Cadence Kasher is putting everyone on note. If you didn't already know about more Cadence Kasher, you're going to, man. She's playing great, and I can imagine Big Sky's loving it. Maddie Keys can get a good look at her with her Captain Gertie astronaut suit on. Gertie the GOAT. Yeah, she wants the GOAT, but Cadence Kasher left her wide open in the middle of the zone.
Got to know where she is on the court at all times, and you can see Travis Williams and his staff just so excited. Michaela Anderson, Fancy Phillips, Maddie Shade as assistants. I mean, we got It's like Trinidad James over here, all gold everything.
Yeah, I didn't know the Bee Gees were in the house early tonight. Wow.
We got the W's for the Hellgate students as well. They're being shown on the in-arena Jumbotron, so certainly some excitement there. And a lot of night fever. They got the space theme. They're feeling it. And why shouldn't they, Jack? They're the only ones who've known Gertie.
Yeah, it's kind of weird when there's a trophy that only one person has, but obviously Hellgate has won the games to keep the trophy. Big Sky, I'm sure, is excited for a chance at it, but right now, Hellgate, they're the ones who have had the trophy. They don't know anything else.
So off the timeout, Hellgate ball as Carmen Anderson will bring it across half. Hale guarding Larson, picked her up even before half court. Now playing off her, the hard screen from Kane. Now the switch, McGuinn on Larson. Larson inside for two.
Larson just took it all the way down low, able to retain the ball in a nice little shot.
Larson with 8 points now. We mentioned the 3 fouls. Hasn't quite impacted her game the way you'd think, as far as still being physical, fighting for balls, and, you know, dribbling inside, finding holes in this defense. As Larson dives for the loose ball, literally right on cue. The jump will stay with Big Sky. They have the possession arrow with 1:56 to go in the first half.
Great to see both players hustle after that loose ball, jump on the floor. I'm sure both coaches definitely love that. And works out well for Big Sky as they get to keep the ball.
Now, what's not to love? For sure, inside on Colville. Think that it's a fall, and the board for the Knights. Now Larson being guarded by Hale all the way down court. Tried to get it to Kane. Kane nearly sent Hale into next week. As Mund, check that read with the screen. Larson underneath, lost the dribble, gets it back, and Colville puts it in for two.
Larson was like, I could go up with it here. I could just dump it off to my 6'6" teammate. Now we got a tie ball game.
22 apiece, under 90 seconds to go here in the first half between Hellgate and Big Sky. Jack Marshall and Zach Kaplan from Dahlberg Arena in Missoula on Golden Goat Night here in the Garden City. Hale with 15 to shoot for the Eagles. Hale driving in on Colville, and they're going to get a whistle and a foul on Ellie Reed for Hellgate, and that's going to send Big Sky to the line.
Wow, sure, as we said earlier, so smart, and when she's about to set a screen and she sees someone doesn't see her, she is able to take the contact and hit the floor, and you got to call that every time as a referee. Good job by Kashur. Step on the tracks again.
They're actually going to get Larson for the foul, and that's going to be her fourth.
Yeah, that was hard. That's a hard one for Hellgate, because obviously I don't think the ref who called it had a great angle at who was there. Kashur hit the ground, though. You have to call that. And she'll go to the line.
And that is a game changer, as you've seen the impact Larson's made in this second quarter. Played it mostly foul-free, as Kashur misses the front end of a 1-and-1. Colville gets the board.
Well, you want those if you're Big Sky, but yeah, Chloe Larson is kind of the glue player for this team. She's just everywhere on the court. 4 fouls. She can't afford any fouls now for the rest of the game.
Under a minute to go here in the first half. We'll see how Maddie Keast employs the subs, because that's a huge detriment to the game plan. Anderson, a 3. No, Ellie Reed underneath with the board. Check that, as they will get a foul on Big Sky before play can continue. It was actually Mund with the board. They'll get Hale for the foul. It's going to be her second. Both teams in the bonus here, shooting 1-and-1s for the last 41.8 as Mund goes to the line and misses the front end. Free throws have been tough to come by for both teams so far here in this first half.
She got her own rebound, but
I think Hale might have to run to the bench. Might have caught an elbow there.
Yeah, we got a good look at that right in front of us. I think Audrey Hale's got a bloody nose. I hope she's all right. Ran immediately. Sometimes you know when, when it's going to come out of your nose. She ran right to the bench, and they're going to bring in a sub. But Munn back to the line after getting her own rebound. 47% free throw shooter on the year.
And she misses the front end. Colville gets it back to Munn. Back to Kane. 35 to go in the half. Shot clock still on. Colville inside for 2. That's 12 first half points for Alex Colville.
Yeah, you can't allow 2 rebounds off of free throws, and that's exactly what Big Sky did. And Hellgate took advantage of that one. Now shot clock's off.
20 seconds. Jankaro to McGuinn. The mid-range, no. Rebounded by Kane, and Hellgate's got time. With 10 seconds, shot clock off, obviously, to the corner. Anderson driving in, puts it up. They're going to get a charge going the other way. Kasher draws it for the Eagles.
We're going the other way, Zach, and Kasher once again just anticipates the contact. Hard fall. Good job by Cadence Kasher. And now, 4 seconds left. Big Sky can send this place into a frenzy.
That's the third foul on Anderson with 3 seconds, because Coit at the buzzer. Man, he can't get it to fall.
I was
no
right.
good. Just misses it. And what a first half we had here. 24-22, Hellgate on top. We got first half highlights when we return. A wild one right here on SWX Golden Goat Night in Missoula.
Why do we challenge ourselves? Why do we push the limits? We climb the mountain to enjoy the view. Now you can go even further. Introducing the new Vorsier trailers exclusively at J&K Customs. The ultimate in off-road camping, Vorsier trailers boast 21 inches of ground clearance, composite shell, full kitchen, off-road ready. Now on site at J&K Customs' new bigger showroom on West Broadway across from Murdoch's. J&K Customs. Make your adventure happen.
Whatever the weather, elevation, or terrain, the Flathead never disappoints. Get there with Corwin Motors Kalispell. We're the ones on the corner with a bunch of vehicles in our lot. Sedans, SUVs, and of course big trucks for hauling your toys all year round. Don't waste your time. Get the best price and the best service all in one place. Corwin, family driven for over 100 years. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer. Select Chevrolet leasees can lease a new 2023 Silverado 1500 LT for only $399 a month with $29.95 due at signing.
They say breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but that doesn't mean it has to be complicated. At the Breakfast Club, you'll get fresh, high-quality ingredients in a burrito so big you might want to skip lunch. You can watch it being made, and you're not going to be standing around waiting. The Breakfast Club is quick and good. Top it off with a fresh espresso, fresh brewed coffee, or cold beverage. So don't spend all morning pondering the error of missing breakfast. The Breakfast Club in Russell Park Square.
Okay, you know those single-use plastic water bottles? See, because of our filtration systems, billions fewer are being used every year.
That's great, sir. Can I take your order?
Oh, number 3.
At Culligan, we get that most people don't think about water like we do, and that's okay. You see, when we install our drinking water and softening systems, we're thinking about filtering contaminants and the minerals that make water hard. So you can just think about softer, cleaner, better tasting water. At Culligan, we think about your water, so you don't have to.
Welcome back inside Dahlberg Arena here in Missoula. Golden Goat Night in the Garden City. And, man, we are having a great time. Jack Marshall, Zach Kaplan. We're just driving here, Jack. We got the halftime performance from Big Sky coming up. They got some sort of contraption on the floor. So you got the lights going dark. What do you think so far?
It's the time machine, Zach. I don't know what Big Sky's going to pull out of here. We'll see. At the disco lights, I think the Big Sky Eagle just went by me in rollerblades, Zach. Yeah, it's getting a little crazy here at halftime. Got a big video playing on the video board. There he is. The Eagle's got skates on.
Could you say the Eagle has landed, Jack? What do you think?
It's a little disco inferno here.
I mean, he's on roller skates. He's got the head on. They're getting the dance team out on the floor. We saw them performing before the game, and they got the disco theme. So a lot of different ways they can go with it. They certainly got the outfits to boot. You can see right behind the Eagle, and they're really having a great time, Jack.
Yeah, they're playing the final countdown, and now a little bit of Uptown Funk for the Big Sky Eagles. Still excited to see what might come out of this time machine. Or maybe they went back in time to the disco, Zach.
Uptown Funk, a little bit of a more recent disco song. I don't even know would it be disrespectful to call it disco? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to hear the Bee Gees. I'm ready for some Staying Alive here in Dahlberg Arena, Zach.
Yeah, and you can see the teachers are leaning into it. We got all sorts of people. We got a guy on roller skates. I feel like I'm at a sock hop or something, Jack. Maybe a little bit before disco, but still, I mean, we got Eagles on roller skates. Where else are you getting this in the States tonight?
Yeah,
that's my question
great.
for you.
I think the cast of Saturday Night Fever just rolled by me on some skates, Zach. This is great.
These teachers are on the floor. They got headbands, got all sorts of.
They're just living up the glory days here. The teachers from Big Sky High School.
Is this like an average Friday night in Park County? What do you think?
No, not quite. Not a little too groovy.
All right, well, we're going to enjoy our little dance number here with the Eagles. We're going to have first half highlights, an eventful one when we come back. Hellgate in Big Sky here at Dahlberg Arena on Golden Goat Night. You're watching live on SWX.
Hi, I'm Kagan, and at Cars For You, we go the extra mile to put you in a reliable pre-owned vehicle at a fair price. We have a great selection, over 75 to choose from, most under $20,000. All our vehicles are Carfax verified, and we continually update our website so you have current information about our ever-changing inventory. Cars For You is your local, family-owned dealership, and our Montana-grown, friendly sales team is ready to help you find your next quality ride. Stop by Cars For You today on West Broadway in Missoula under the big red sign.
Paradise Falls, Missoula's coolest hotspot since 1993. Paradise Falls, good food, good times, and good games for friends and family. Paradise Falls has 18 beers on tap, 22 TVs, and 20 gaming machines. We have you covered when you work up an appetite watching your favorite sporting event at Paradise Falls. Finger foods, you'll need both hands for. Paradise Falls, easy to find on Missoula South Side, 3621 Brooks, near the corner of Brooks and Reserve. Find your paradise. Paradise Falls.
You work hard for your money and need access to it 24/7, 365, wherever you are. Stockman Bank's online and mobile banking lets you live every single moment of your day with confidence to stay in touch with your money. Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking.
Dreams are made from within. Hard work, teamwork, and perseverance can make your dreams come alive. Make your adventure happen with J&K Customs.
We are back here at Dahlberg Arena. Golden Goat Night between Hellgate and Big Sky. And hey, Jack, food from the SWX crew was provided locally by Taco Sano. Taco Sano on the hip strip and on campus. Order online at tacosano.net. Eat fresh, eat local, eat Sano at Taco Sano in Missoula. Just finishing up a disco number here, a dance number. We got teachers, students involved for Big Sky. But Jack, let's take a look back at our first half highlights. It was an entertaining one. It was exciting. Let's start with the Eagles. What did you like from them?
They came out hot, and Cadence Kashur right at 6'6", Alex Koval. You see there, shots over the top of her. Just such a brave player going at it in the paint, and the Eagles got after it early. She was there on defense with this pick and roll and one. But yeah, the Big Sky Eagles just really came out ferocious, which is you have to do against these Hellgate Knights.
Kashur with the game high 13 points. She leads all scorers, and she was really the straw that stirred the drink. Maybe an understatement for the Eagles. On the other side with Hellgate Jack, Alex Colville, 12 first half points. Her usual dominant self. What did you see from her on both ends of the floor?
Yeah, you see there, a little fast break action. Don't see that a lot from Alex Colville, but she just played her game. She caught the ball down low, put it right back up, and got it to go. Great passing there for the Knights to get that look and sealing some players off so Carmen Anderson can drive down low. She's their catalyst, and tonight it's been working so far.
It was an exciting first half. We'll see what both teams come out as we're going to just hang out right here and check out the Big Sky cheer team as they, we were watching them perform and, kind of go through the motions before we got here, right when we got in here, Jack. And they've had a nice little halftime show. Really curious to see what Hellgate comes out with. I mean, we got some flips. They got the disco theme, of course, leaning into that. And this has been, they've been really had a sensational performance here at half.
Yeah, it's fun. Man, when they were dancing earlier with the roller skates and stuff, I even saw the Hellgate student section starting to get into it a little bit, Zach, which means it's fun when that happens. Obviously, these cheer teams are flipping around, like student sections loving it. Maybe not as many glitter and sparkles as we saw earlier, but they're still getting into it.
Yeah, a couple of subtle head bob, couple of subtle head nods from the Hellgate students, maybe.
Yeah, credit where credit's due. You got to respect each other's game. I'd like to see Big Sky get into it. I don't know what's in store for Hellgate. I'm pretty excited for theirs, too, but seeing all these disco dancers come out of the time machine with the paper mache goat on top was pretty fun.
We got the high flying. I mean, we got stunts. We got things that Jack and I certainly cannot do. And, man, this has been exciting. The students, the enthusiasm from this entire crowd. It's been so exciting. And the second half, oh, yeah, forgot about that, too. It's coming up. And we can't wait to bring it to you. It's 24-22 Hellgate in front. We got the teachers getting back involved. We're going to get some Earth, Wind, and Fire going. But we're going to take you to break. We'll come back with plenty more here on SWS.
Whatever the weather, elevation, or terrain, the Flathead never disappoints. Get there with Corwin Motors Kalispell. We're the ones on the corner with a bunch of vehicles in our lot. Sedans, SUVs, and of course big trucks for hauling your toys all year round. Don't waste your time. Get the best price and the best service all in one place. Corwin, family driven for over 100 years. GMC, we are professional grade. Right now, well-qualified buyers get up to 2.9% APR for 60 months on the new 2023 GMC Sierra 1500 LR Station.
Health Break is brought to you by Providence.
Domestic violence can take many forms, but one of the most common is strangulation. Providence forensic nurse examiner Kat Otway says although incidences of strangulation may last for only a short time, they are still incredibly serious.
If someone is strangled, they need to seek medical care immediately. There's no such thing as a minor strangulation. A survivor of strangulation needs to be evaluated at their local emergency department because your life depends on it. What we know now is most of the injuries are going to be internal, inside the neck.
If you've ever been strangled in the past, you should tell your primary care provider.
Unfortunately, there's very long-term effects from someone who's been strangled. There can be memory loss, cognitive behavioral changes, PTSD, depression, suicidal thoughts, also brain damage and potential for stroke. First Step Resource Center at St. Patrick Hospital provides follow-up evaluations for survivors of strangulation at the request of law enforcement. So we work very closely with law enforcement to make sure that these victims get the care that they need. We feel that we're a benefit to the community, and these survivors do need a place to seek the medical care and get connected with advocacy and mental health services.
To find out more, visit montana.providence.org.
Health Break is brought to you by Providence. By Service Center.
We are back inside Dahlberg Arena. Golden Goat on the line between Hellgate and Big Sky. And hey, tonight's SWX presentation of high school basketball featuring the Eagles and the Knights is brought to you in part by the Missoula County Public Schools. Forward thinking, high achieving, the Missoula County Public Schools. I'm joined by Jack Marshall, Zach Kaplan here, courtside at Dahlberg Arena. Normally the home of the Grizz, but tonight home of the Goats. As Hellgate tries to bring it back to their humble abode for the fourth straight time. Big Sky, first time in this event, trying to bring it home and emerge on the scene. They've always, kind of said they feel like the forgotten high school, the one that gets left out of things. Not this year, Jack. They are part of this event, and they are bringing it. Only trailing by 2 here, and at the end of an exciting first half.
Yeah, the Big Sky Eagles got to be excited to be in here tonight. So fun to be a part of this matchup. It's just, you can't overstate how fun this atmosphere's been, and Big Sky has really leaned into it. That whole disco halftime show, just a paper mache goat just flew by us like
casually.
Yeah, casually they just wheeled it across the court. But yeah, it's so fun to have Big Sky a part of it. Obviously, Hellgate trying to retain the Gertie the Golden Goat, but with what we've seen tonight, man, just so fun for both schools to be a part of this.
There's a lot going on off the court here tonight, but the big story on the court, Cadence Kasher's first half, as you just saw her stretching and getting ready, 13 points to lead all scorers. But on the other side, Alex Colville with 12 to lead the Knights. But the big story for Hellgate, Jack, 4 fouls on Chloe Larson just coming into the third quarter, and 3 on Carmen Anderson. The question is, really, how does Maddie Keast handle it? How does she go about subbing in and out and trying to make sure that she can keep Larson for crunch time in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do with Chloe Larson. She's getting some water, talking to Coach Maddie Keast first. gotta even wonder if she's gonna start the second half, Zach. With 4 fouls, that's a lot of basketball left to play. And obviously, I've heard sometimes coaches limit their own team when they take off players who have a lot of fouls. But 4, like if it's 3 fouls, you'd consider it. But 4 fouls is a dangerous number to play with. And I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see Chloe Larson until the 4th quarter.
So we'll find out as you see both teams just trying to get ready, get back on the floor. I hope they at least got a glimpse of that halftime entertainment, because that was fantastic by Big Sky.
Yeah, I don't know. Hard to say. It might be a little like the Super Bowl. You just hear it from inside and you get ready to go for the second half. But either way, super fun for both schools to be able to do it. Very excited for what Hellgate has cooked up. I saw the time machine pregame, so I knew maybe what was coming for Big Sky, but I don't know what kind of stuff Hellgate has.
All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. The second half when we return here on SWX.
I have good news. You found my real mom?
I am so mad at you! You're mad at me?
My birthday's on Saturday. You and the girls have been whispering.
We've been whispering about your haircut. We were going to loop you in once it grew out.
I hate you, evil stepmother.
You wish I was your stepmother.
Mom. Weekdays at 3 on Nonstop Local Fox.
It's time for people to get back together.
We had an affair.
I don't pass judgment. I give judgment.
Opening up.
Why do these girls like me so much?
Really?
And letting it all out.
She is a known side piece. They love this wheelchair, boo.
Judge Mathis.
He said he'll spit on me.
See why we have you behind a shield?
Weekdays at 10 on Fox Montana.
We are back inside Dahlberg Arena. I have just one question, Jack. Who wants the GOAT?
Man, I don't know. Both schools are loving it right now. I think Hellgate's the loudest, but maybe it's because Ben Weinman has them queued up. But I want the GOAT personally after seeing how loud they are and how excited they are for it. As we see Hellgate getting ready, there's head coach Maddie Keast in the full spacesuit.
And we got to point out, you said Pit Vipers on her feet?
No. She's got the Paul George 13 NASA on her feet. It's coming out 2019, a special shoe. They got the NASA logo you see on the left side. Yeah, wow. She's ready to go to the moon in those things, really leaning into it. Maddie Keast always has great shoes on. Normally Jordans, but tonight you have to pull out the NASAs.
I'm not sure if it's Buzz Aldrin or Maddie Keast on the Hellgate bench. And as we get the second half underway, Larson out there to start the third quarter, so we'll keep an eye on that. As inside, Knights can't get it to fall. Munn tried to go up with it. Loose ball in the corner. You notice Larson didn't dive in there.
Yeah, smart by her.
Smart by her, because you can't lose it for the game at the 7:39 mark of the third quarter.
And because of that, Big Sky takes over. I think Hellgate was out of bounds. Yeah, Larson has to play smart. Refrain from getting fouls, being physical. Good job there. But Big Sky ball.
Eagles trying to tie the game back at 24 or take the lead. McCoy, Audrey Hale on the wing. Both student sections going back and forth to start the half. How about Hale dropping a three, and the Eagles reclaim the lead.
Hale up to 18 made three-pointers this year. She likes to let them fly from beyond the arc, and that's a big one to start the second half.
To the corner, Munn trying to respond. Top Petrino. See how she gets more involved with Larson. Not able to have that full aggression with 4 fouls, like we said. Nice move by DeCoy. To the wing, McGuinn.
Hellgate now in a man defense after starting in that zone in the first half.
Hale. On the wing, trying to roll off the screen from Fisher. Hits the long two. And they're feeling it. Big Sky is coming out of the locker room.
Audrey Hale's only egging them on. What a start for her.
Anderson. No. Colville inside for 2.
That's too easy for Alex Colville. Pull it down. Get the ball on the floor for a dribble even. Put it right back up.
14 points for Alex Colville. She's going to whistle. And they will get the foul. If that's on Anderson, that's her 4th. We talked about the foul trouble with Larson, who has 4. And that looks like they're going to get
Janet Caro.
They're going to get Janet Caro with it.
Yeah, Janet Caro going to head to the bench. Got a good look at it. Carmen Anderson hit the ground pretty hard after that play. Hope she's all right. Now, stoppage in play. The refs are kind of conferring.
Making sure they got it right. Now they'll give possession to Hellgate.
Yeah, I think because it was on Janet Caro. They almost gave it back to Big Sky.
A little confusion, but we sorted it out. Now Shannon King brings it across. Lund on the baseline, being challenged by DeCoy. Kane back up to Coville. Inside. Larson lost the handle and trying to almost look for the loose ball. Got to be careful. And DeCoy across half court to the corner. Hale can't get it. And DeCoy with the offensive board.
Hale was calling for it. She wanted to take that. Way to call her own number. Couldn't make it 3 in a row, though. Good rebound by the Eagles.
DeCoy inside, denied. Nice job by Mund, and Larson will bring it across. Larson gets her pocket picked, and McGuinn with the steal.
It's back-to-back times they've stolen from Larson. She can't chase after it too hard.
DeCoy inside, rejected by Coville. As that one's going to stay with the Eagles, but Coville energizing the student section, sending that one all the way down to Butte.
Yeah, she played volleyball with that one. Hellgate student section letting them hear it. Now a steal by the Knights and a block.
They get DeCoy for it as Anderson going the other way. That'll be the second on Avery DeCoy.
Wow, both these teams are just so ready to hit the floor on any given opportunity. They're playing hard.
That's an understatement. And Anderson, like we mentioned, with 3 fouls, playing with fire. But that time able to get the call on DeCoy right in front of us.
And now that's 3 fouls on DeCoy, so DeCoy will head to the bench. But DeCoy and Anderson both with 3 fouls, playing pedal to the metal against each other.
DeCoy and Hale with 3 fouls for Big Sky, 4 fouls on Chloe Larson as she dribbles by a defender. Back up to Coville. Underneath, poked away. Anderson off the ricochet. Lost the handle again, just gets it back to Coville with 15 to shoot. Just under 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. As Mund dribbling baseline inside, no, but a foul. And I believe they'll get Kasher for it.
Yeah, Kasher went up with her and swung at it. She'll pick up a foul there. Good job, baseline drive. Contact on the arm as we see a great look at that one.
It's going to be the second on Kasher. And we'll send Mund to the line. The junior for the Knights hits the first. And ties this game at 27.
Right in front of her student section. They're loving it now. A little quieter on free throws in the second half as your student section's on your side. Really, I like that they do that. They have the student section on your side for the second half, Zach.
You got to keep them as far away from each other as you can as Mund misses the second. Well, you know, sometimes crosstown rivalry. You know, you got to have some distance between them.
Yeah, the first year
students, Jack.
Yeah, the first year they had this, it got a little Western at the end of the game and they're in the GOAT presentation. We'll see how they do tonight.
Sure. Trying to get the lead back for Big Sky. Laird thought about it, but pulls back.
Laird used to go to Hellgate High, so this is a fun game for her. Playing against the old school was Alex Coville playing volleyball defense right now.
Coville averages 4 blocks a game, and she's had 2 in just the last string of possessions for Big Sky. Larson lost it, goes down. They're going to get a jump ball, and it will go to the Knights. Larson with 4 fouls.
They're swarming.
Still got that aggression.
Great coaching there. Just send your players after Chloe Larson and try to get her to make a mistake and cause a foul or just a turnover, and they've done a great job of that on the Big Sky end.
So the Eagles get it back. Kasher with the screen from Laird. Settles for the mid-range J and knocks it down.
I cannot believe the shots Kasher is making over the top of Alex Coville, and that's another great one.
Kasher up to 15 points now in just the opening 2.5 quarters. Anderson thought about driving, backs up, and they get McGuinn for the block. She can't believe it.
Anderson has 3 fouls. McGuinn knows that. Trying to pick up a charging call on the baseline. It's moving quick in here. Hard to tell if her feet are set. And she'll pick up a blocking foul, and that'll only be her first.
We'll get a whistle and substitution for the Eagles.
Now Dakota Bellardi's checking in for Big Sky Eagles.
Bellardi's played in 12 of the Eagles' 15 games this year. So you got the big leg brace to come out that injury. Inside, Anderson underneath, lost it. And it's stolen by Big Sky. Latriel will settle, and Kasher brings it across.
It's just getting louder and louder in here, Zach. Hard to keep together.
We're not even in the fourth quarter yet.
Yeah.
It's Kasher, short arms it. Larson.
Kasher might be shooting better with Koval Honor tonight, Zach.
Kind of forces you to go around and be really smart with the steps you take. Anderson driving in, underhand. No. Latriel with the board for Big Sky.
Good box out by Latriel there. She's a clutch player. She made a game winner, buzzer beater against Butte earlier this year. She knows what it's like to make a big play in a big moment.
She gets the ball back. Just over 2.5 to go. Laird a three. And Colville with the board. Colville averages 10 a game. That leads the state.
Yeah, and she had double-digit boards last time she played this Big Sky team.
Anderson. Back up to Kane. Colville with Laird guarding. You can see Laird's got her arms all the way up.
That's a tall task.
Literally. Anderson with the Knights trailing by 2, and now 10 to shoot. Cross court, Kane. Lost it, gets it back. Trying to drive on Hale. Now 5 to shoot. They got to get a shot off. Mund outside, and it's going to be a shot clock violation. No, they're going to steal it anyway. Hale in transition the other way. Gets it up and in. And one for the Eagles.
Don't look now. The Big Sky Eagles won the goat, Zach. And wow, coast to coast, Audrey Hale with the steal, takes it all the way with the contact. Why not?
And they'll get Mund for the foul. A chance at a three-point play to get the lead up to 5 for Big Sky.
There could have been a shot clock violation. The ref said, let them play. Let's take this thing coast to coast.
Hale coming into tonight, a 53% free throw shooter. And misses. Reed with the board for the Knights.
Big Sky with some woes at the line, both boxing out and making their own free throws.
Anderson for 3. This is everything, and Big Sky gets it back. Momentum really swinging towards the Eagles side of the gym. As you can see, Keast and Lee Campbell trying to rally the troops. Keast, of course, played on this court.
She knows how loud it can get in this arena and how crazy things can get. She's just trying to mark some orders for her troops. Keep her timeouts, though, for the fourth quarter. You're going to need those.
Laird from the corner will try again. Colville off the miss. East, of course, winner of back-to-back state championships at Sentinel as a player. Trying to win one this year as a coach for the Knights.
Yeah, she says every coach wants to win a state championship, but obviously in her first year, success is going to be earned.
Colville, inside and 1 for the Knights. No, travel on Colville.
Psych. I thought we got me. Yeah, they got me too, Zach. They said she's walking. I thought that was going to be an and 1, and so did the Hellgate student section, and now, there we go. Oh, fumbled the ball a little bit. I think that's travel.
A little bit, just enough. As we go under a minute here in the third quarter, Eagles trying to distance themselves from the team that's held Gertie since its inception. 31-27, Big Sky. 45 seconds to Coit for 3. No. Latriel can't get the rebound. Anderson with it for Hellgate.
Only a couple seconds separate the shot and game clock, and we got a turnover.
Anderson, and they'll say she went over and back. She thought it went off to Coit, but it will go with the Eagles. 33.4 seconds left. Big Sky up by 4. The shot clock is off. Maddie Keys talking to the official on the far side, but it's Eagle ball.
Wow, every time you get a call here, parents from either side are standing up. It's getting fun in here. And yeah, over and back, shot clock on. A chance to go into the fourth quarter with some momentum.
25 seconds left. Big Sky up by 4. Avery DeCoit on the Grizzly logo at center court.
Robin Selvig court, newly made.
DeCoit driving in. Pass Colville. Can't get it to fall. Colville with the board with 10 to go. Anderson going to try to get one up. Cross half court with 5. Driving in. Puts it up. Can't get it to fall. Gets the foul, but Hayden side of the court.
Oh, man, it's already been a gutsy performance by Cadence Kashur.
Favoring that left ankle.
Looks like she might have landed on her teammate there at the end of the play, and they had to help her up. Hope she's all right in front of us now. Clearly grimacing on that right ankle. Hey, she's stomping it. I don't think they're getting her out of this game.
Atriel with the foul for Big Sky. That's 2 on her. And Anderson misses the first free throw. 5 team fouls on the Eagles, 1 on Hellgate.
Big Sky will have 2 seconds. Get a shot off.
2.4. Exactly. Anderson, the second free throw is good. And does Big Sky have an answer here at the end of the quarter? DeCoy from half court. Good if it goes, but she just misses, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. We're separated by a field goal, Jack. 31-28, Big Sky in front. The final 8 minutes from Dahlberg Arena. When we return, you're watching high school basketball on SWX.
Hi, this is Kagan at Cars For You. We have a huge selection of pre-owned vehicles and are dedicated to giving you the best buying experience possible. Go online to shop our virtual showroom of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, then stop by for a test drive. You can get pre-approved online for financing before you come in, and every vehicle comes with a free Carfax report. Let Cars For You show you how easy it is to buy a quality used car in Missoula.
J&K Customs. Make your adventure happen.
You need to know what's happening where you live. We are on it. Non-stop local.
Welcome back to whatever this guy's outfit is here on SWX with Golden Goat 2023 from Dahlberg Arena in Missoula. Jack Marshall, Zach Apple with you as Big Sky and Hellgate battle it out. We've had some outfits, we've had some crazy plays, we've had some near half-court shots that have fallen, and it all results in a 3-point game going into the final 8 minutes. 31-28, Big Sky out in front. Jack, your keys to who can come out on top here in the closing minutes.
You just got to stay in the game, keep your head. It's getting loud. This is about as close as it gets to a playoff atmosphere here in Dahlberg Arena. Cadence Kashur, we saw tying her shoe, a little bum ankle at the end of the third quarter, but I think she'd have to be on a stretcher if they took her out of this game, man. She's so tough.
They'll have to keep an eye on that left ankle as Kane inbounds to Larson, and we are underway the fourth quarter here of the 2023 Golden Goat game from Dahlberg Arena in Missoula. Coville inside, no. Rebound on the other end from Reed, and she puts it in. Check that, it's Munn for 2.
Munn has played some big minutes, a junior tonight, but another great play by her to get the offensive rebound and put it back up.
Munn with 5 points, about her season average, and helps get Hellgate back within 1. In the corner, Tabalardi tried a 3. No, Kashur inside, doesn't get the call, and Hellgate will go the other way.
Hit the floor. They're playing physical, but she's going to get the steal.
As she forces it, coming up a little limp on that ankle, back into the offensive end. As Hale misses everything, and the Knights will get it back.
Yeah, that shot clearly affected by Alex Colville.
A gutsy performance from Kashur. You can see her in the top right corner of your screen, right where the ball came to Munn. Inside Kane, can't grab it. Hale with the steal.
Now they have a chance to really slow things down, maybe run a play here. And Travis Williams sits down for most of it, but he's standing up.
Fourth quarter, the Golden Goat game. This crowd dialed in. These players dialed in. 1-point game. DeCoy inside. Laird, no. Hope will get a piece of it. As DeCoy tried to put it up and under. Literally under. Kashur with the rebound, and she gets the call.
Kashur is putting it all out there, Zach. Another great play. She's limping. Coming up after that one. What a way to get 2 rebounds, 2 offensive rebounds with Alex Colville, the state's leading rebounder, in the paint. Battling, hits the ground hard there. They're going to bring in a sub.
As Kasher misses the first free throw.
Yeah, I mean,
Giannicaro will check in for Velarde.
When you're playing hard and fast like they are, it's sometimes hard to, focus at the free throw line.
The thing with these teams, as Kasher makes the second, depth-wise, they have not gone too far into their benches. I don't think either team's gone more than 7 deep, Jack, in this game.
Yeah, I can imagine. They're going to get tired. Bigger court, too.
Coville blocked by Kasher, but the foul.
Yeah, Kasher immediately after that point at her head, I got to remember, can't give away free throws. You got to... Alex Coville's a good free throw shooter. Can't pick up fouls either. That's the third on Kasher.
She gets her on the arm, so that's 3 on Cadence, like you said. That's a 6 on the Eagles for the half, so bonus the rest of the way for Hellgate.
That's a tall mountain to climb if you're Kasher, and now Coville making her pay at the line.
Coville makes the first. Can she tie the game? Yes.
Well,
32
all even.
You having fun, Jack?
Yeah, I'm going to need some Pepto-Bismol.
DeCoy blocked by Coville. It stays with the Eagles. But Coville averaging 4 blocks a game. I think she's over that tonight.
Yeah, that was nasty. Hit it right back to the shooter. That's what she does.
DeCoy driving in. Inside. Giannicaro, no. Tipped away. They'll say it stays with the Eagles.
Giannicaro had a good look at it. Obviously, with Coville's in the paint, you try to get up it quick. Hard to focus, but Big Sky keeps the ball and a new shot clock.
Even at 32 with just over 6 minutes left. Hale from mid-range gets the lead back.
She's feeling it here in the second half. The lefty, Audrey Hale, a big bucket.
Larson across the timeline, being doubled on the perimeter. Big Sky wanted to travel. They can't believe it. Anderson inside. Coville turns, finds Shannon Kane wide open. A block by Kasher. Tried to get it to the corner. Anderson, foot on the line. Big Sky ball. Wow.
Cadence Kasher, an underrated shot blocker. She's top 10 in AA. And wow, Travis Williams calling a timeout.
And the Eagles will take one. Kasher trying to play through that bum ankle. Big Sky taking the lead back 34-32. Just a back and forth, everything you wanted. And just the first course of this doubleheader, Jack. The boys will tip off right after, about 20 minutes or so after this game concludes.
Yeah, man. If you're in here, hold on to your seat. And you're up at home, hold on to your butts, man. This is such a fun game. And yeah, we got another one after this sack.
And of course, at the end of the boys' game, we'll give away the Golden Goat Trophy for 2023. We mentioned it already. Hellgate's had it all 3 years. I mean, it's done the Golden Goat. That's not going to be a part of it. But I'll tell you, Big Sky really putting on a strong case to bring it down South Avenue here in year 4. As you see these student sections fired up. What a great game we've had here. The first of these 2 matchups. And, I mean, we got to talk about the outfit here.
They got disco fever up in the nosebleeds. You can tell the energy.
Disco deer? I don't even know. What's it call them? What do you call them?
I think it's a goat.
Is it? You know animals better than me.
I mean, I can't tell what's going on in there. They got the whole farm up in the Big Sky crowd. I think that probably should be a goat.
We're gonna consult National Geographic and get back to you. Back on the court, it's Coville. Trying to tie this game back up are the Knights. Larson with the fake, gets it back. Shannon Kane on the baseline, right to Kasher. And now how will Big Sky operate here in these last 5.5 minutes? Leading by 2. They've had a phenomenal game plan so far. Hale, mid-range, just rolls out. And foul called on Hellgate. Let's see who they get it on.
I think that's an over the back on Alex Coville, Zach. And it is.
It's actually the first on Coville here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we talked earlier about Alex Coville, so good at, as we get a replay of that, so good at free throw shooting. She's improved on that, but really fouls. She's done a good job not picking up fouls here recently.
Kasher, inside, blocked by Coville. Larson gets it, but she traveled, getting it up the court, and Big Sky gets it back.
Yeah, I called her Cardiac Chloe earlier, obviously a veteran player. Still got to keep your head as the game gets down the stretch. Travels like that, not what you need if you're Hellgate. Valuable possessions from here on out.
DeCoit with the ball with 3 fouls. Hale with 3, Kasher with 3 for Big Sky. Hale, Kasher, being guarded by Larson on the perimeter. Kasher, mid-range, no. Gets it back, driving in on Colville. Just tries to throw it up, and Colville takes it. No. Anderson going the other way in transition, trying to get it past to Kane for 2, and tied at 34.
That's a great break by Anderson. She was off to the races, and now a timeout by Big Sky.
Travis Williams calls timeout. We are deadlocked at 34 with 4:39 left here at Dahlberg Arena. Captain Gertie, Maddie Keese, trying to get her team back in this. It's been back and forth.
Yeah,
Jack, what a game we've had.
Yeah, Hellgate's games love to come down to the wire. The last one we saw, they were ready to go, and it's a similar game where Sentinel got out in front of them, and then by the end of the game, they made some big plays to seal it. That's a big play there to tie it. We'll see 2 first-year head coaches in a loud environment. It'll be interesting to see how they get their players ready and how their players react. Obviously, both teams with some young, inexperienced players on either end. Obviously, also, Hellgate does have Alex Koval, though. She's not been on the team for 4 years. She's played this game for 4 years, Zach.
One thing to just be an observer, it's another to be an active participant. And boy, has she been in this game over the years. Her final Golden Goat game, heading to Pullman, Washington, and the Washington State Cougars next year.
Yeah, I remember when she was a freshman, I came in.
Oh, yeah.
She might not have been 6'6" yet, Zach. She's like 6'4", and I'm like, where did they get Alex Koval, 6'4" freshman? I was mesmerized, and they won that game, and then COVID hit. Obviously took some years off. Last year, though, she was back. And this year, she's better than ever.
I tell you, it's going to be tough for these student sections to keep their voices, so we still got another game after this. We'll try to do it here in the booth.
Get the cough drops ready.
That's an understatement. DeCoit nearly lost it. To Kasher inside. No, look at a foul on Munn before they could get there. It's going to be her 3rd.
Yeah, and that's going to be 4 on Hellgate, 6 on Big Sky. So Big Sky foul away from putting Hellgate into the double. Hellgate still got a few to give.
4:27 to go. Who can come out with the win in our first game tonight? DeCoit looking for Kasher on the cut to the basket. Deflected by Colville. Underneath, up and under. What a bucket from Kasher. You got to be kidding me.
She fears no one. Gets the rebound, goes up and under. And a beautiful backdoor cut before it.
Anderson to Colville. Back up top, Kane. Lund. Inside, Larson. Underneath, Colville. Not much space to work. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Latriel.
Oh, that felt like it was up there for a minute, Zach. How did that not go in?
Felt like an eternity. DeCoit trying to make it a multi-possession lead. Underneath, Jenny Carroll blocked by Colville. Rebounded by Larson. What a defensive play by the Knights. Larson going the other way. Got to be careful with 4 fouls. Just puts it up and in. Whoa! You've got to be kidding me. We're back at 36.
Mono, Zach. They're going at it.
On the other end, what a finish from DeCoit. You didn't think it could be get one up. Jack, it got one up.
Are they going to answer or what? Avery DeCoit, and they're hitting the floor.
Larson is tipped away. Who's the foul on? I think they got it on DeCoit. That's going to be her 4th.
Wow.
And it's going to send the Knights to the line, trailing by 2 with 3:09 to go. That was, and we've watched plenty of high school basketball this year. That had to be one of the most chaotic sequences we've seen any level all year long.
Yeah, they're going rim to rim right now, Zach. And now, Cardiac Chloe at the line.
They've been riding with that nickname. Can Larson live up to it? Makes the first.
Hey, nicknames are earned, not given.
38-37. Larson can tie the game with a make here. 3:09 to go. I mean, do these teams have enough left in the tank? We still got 3 minutes left in this game.
Hopefully they got some timeouts.
Larson makes the second, and we're back. Deadlocked at 38. It's pandemonium among the astronauts in the Hellgate student section as Maddie Keast takes the timeout.
This is about as good as a basketball game as you could ask for. Both teams just going back and forth, throwing punches, and now another timeout. Man, you go into your huddle and you can call plays and tell them to run their defense, but with a sequence like we just saw, like you can't coach that. They're just going back and forth. Who wants it more? Cadence Kashur with a good rebound. On the other end, Chloe Larson with some big free throws. Avery to Coit, only a freshman with a huge shot.
Crazy finishes under the basket, and I think we're in for one here too. This game has been unbelievable. Let's do a quick stat check for you. Kashur, Ivor down for 18 points in this game. And Colville not far behind. She has just been tremendous with 16. Larson has chipped in as well. Obviously with the foul trouble. I gotta say, Jack, she has played most of the second half and somehow managed to avoid that fifth foul.
Yeah, all credit to Chloe Larson and not pick up that foul. I was worried seeing her come out at halftime on the court, but yeah. Cadence Kashur and Alex Kovo, players of the game for either team so far. We'll see who can get their team a win in the next 3 minutes.
We played 29 minutes of basketball and we are still tied.
Hellgate in a press here. Got broken pretty easily by Big Sky.
And nice job by the Eagles. DeCoit driving on Anderson, draws back. Now tries to go in. Looking for someone to kick it to. Janet Caro at the free throw line for two. Gets Big Sky the lead back. Larson being trapped, a double team in the backcourt. Trying to get it over to Anderson, and she does just in time.
Yeah, you got to get it across in 10 seconds there. Way to remain calm, though, by Larson.
2.5 to go. Big Sky up by 2. Colville trying to kick it. Larson for 2 and the foul. And Hellgate's got a chance to take the lead.
Colville got it, and she was double teamed. Why not dump it off the cardiac Chloe Larson? She just keeps coming through. And now going to go back to the line. Here it is, Zach. Oh, contact on the arm.
They will get McGuinn for the foul. It's going to be her second. And now Larson a chance to give Hellgate the lead with 2:25 to go. And she gets it to fall.
Cardiac.
2:25 left. Can Big Sky muster a response?
Yeah. Chloe Larson has not missed from the free throw line.
68% on the year. As DeCoit calls out a play. Drives in on Colville. They get Colville with the foul. It's going to be her second.
That's tough for Colville. I mean, Coit dove into her and maybe she didn't stay solid and move back, and that is a foul. Coit, I can't imagine jumping into Alex Colville. That's a scary thing to do. Not going to be a shooting foul, though.
No, 5 on the Knights. 8 on Big Sky. There's just over 2 minutes left. DeCoit threw it to Munn.
Bit of a miscommunication with Kashur on the backdoor cut.
We talked about it in the open. This is a Hellgate team that's played in back-to-back state championship games. The Golden Goat game. The last few years is Colville. Can't get it to fall, and it's corralled by Hale.
Yeah,
it's the Big Sky team still coming up into the spotlight. How do they respond in the last 2 minutes?
This Hellgate team seasoned like Southern Barbecue. Big Sky. This big moment, though, for your young players. If you can win a game like this, you can really win anything. And they know that, especially for this year and the coming years.
DeCoit dribbles it off her foot. Great hustle play by Anderson to get it to Larson.
Sure, slow to get up.
90 seconds to go. Larson being doubled. Kashur went for the steal. Trying to do it on one ankle. And they get, it's going to go the other way off Hellgate. Big Sky ball, a massive turnover. 1:23 left. And the Eagles will try to get the lead back.
I thought for sure that was going to be a travel. Ends up being a turnover anyway. And both student sections just chanting back and forth. And a timeout, Big Sky.
Travis Williams wants to talk it over, trailing by 1 with a buck. 18 to go.
Yeah, Travis Williams. He's an All-American basketball player at Carroll College. He was an assistant at Montana Western, coached in Wyoming and Washington. He won a state championship at Three Forks. He's seen some crazy environments, I'm sure, but this has got to be there on the top of his list.
When it comes to high school basketball in the state of Montana, I mean, shy of state tournaments, and even those sometimes pale in comparison to something like this. And Jack, this has been such a great game. Why not watch it again on Sunday morning, 9 a.m. we'll have the rebroadcast of tonight's game. And then at 11 o'clock, we'll show the boys' game immediately following, of course, tonight. You see the Eagle flying from the Big Sky student section. They have had a passionate showing. Can it soar to the basket to try to give the Eagles the lead? That is the question.
Yeah, Eagles are vying for a basket. Now, you can't draw a foul. They're not in bonus yet. You got to put the ball in the hoop on this possession here. And if not, you better buckle down and play some defense on the other end. We'll see what they do.
Both student sections animated, excited, willing their teams to a win in the first game of tonight's Golden Goat doubleheader.
They want the goat.
Hale gets it to DeCoit in the backcourt. She'll work it inside. Janicaro back to DeCoit. On the wing, Kasher in the low block being doubled. Gets it over Munn for two. What a play.
Ice in her veins, and we got a steal!
And DeCoit takes it right back. Before you could blink, off the incredible shot from Kasher, and now the Eagles can dribble it out, leading by one. 25 seconds between the game and shot clocks as they go under 45 to play. DeCoit inside, as they get the call, and she's going to go to the line. Wow, this Big Sky student section's going bananas.
These Big Sky players would get in a cage with a tiger, man. Jumping right into Alex Colville, hitting the floor, and DeCoit, some of the biggest free throws of her career. Wow.
Chance to make it a three-point game.
You bet it's going to get loud in here.
DeCoit coming in as a 47% free throw shooter.
There still will be a shot clock if Hellgate gets the ball back here or if Big Sky gets a rebound.
DeCoit can't get the first one to fall, and elation on the other side with our Space Cadets on the Hellgate side of things.
Dreams and nightmares tried to shake that one off. We'll see how this one goes.
43.2 to go as DeCoit makes the second, stays true to her average and hits one of two. Just over 40 seconds left. It's a two-point game. Maddie Keese is going to let her team play it out. The shot clock is still on, and she heard me and called the timeout.
Yeah, she was like, I got one in the back pocket still. I got one in the back pocket. 36 seconds left.
For instances, just like that, Jack.
Wow. Yeah, she was ready to go, but smart by Maddie Keese. You can drop a play here. Down two, obviously, it's a big arena.
The easy answer is Colville inside.
Yeah, you got to get the ball down low. Shooting a three here, high risk, high reward. We've seen Hellgate do stuff like this before in past Golden Ghosts, but man, in this big arena with the crowd, go to your bread and butter, get the ball down low. And they're getting loud in here, man, Zach. I hope they can hear their coaches in the huddle.
I don't know how. I mean, I'm having trouble hearing you, and you're sitting right next to me. 43-41, Big Sky on top. Cadence Kasher on one ankle, really the game of the season for her. And now Colville and Larson talking to their team as you see the five on the floor for the Knights.
Look at this leadership from the Hellgate Knights. Alex Colville telling her players what to do after Maddie Keese already did. That's what a leader is there, Zach. She's getting her team ready.
The Big Sky fans on their feet, not just the students section, everybody in blue. And the Hellgate parents starting to get on their feet as well. 36 seconds left, 28 left on the shot clock. 8 seconds separate the two. Larson kicks it, Anderson inside, Colville over to Kane for two, and we're tied again. 43-43, the shot clock is off.
Travis Williams is going to let him play, Zach.
DeCoit with the ball at half court, under 15 seconds to go. Will there be overtime, or will Big Sky pull it out in regulation? Kasher dribbling in, a three from the wind, yes, got it! Hale at the buzzer, Anderson, no, it was late, and the Big Sky Eagles pull it off! Audrey Hale, the game winner, with under 5 seconds to go, and the Eagles strike first. What a shot! Hale for the win! You've got to be kidding me, Audrey Hale, and you can see just absolute pandemonium on the Big Sky side of things as the Eagles 46-43 win game one here of our Golden Goat doubleheader. an instant classic, and Audrey Hale with the shot of her life. Unbelievable performance by the Eagles, who showed incredible heart after losing to Hellgate the first time they played. An absolute classic, and our Stockman Bank player of the game, no surprise, it's Cadence Kashur. Kashur, our player of the game, she did it on one ankle as she goes over to celebrate with the student section. Audrey Hale, the game winner for the Big Sky Eagles. Just an absolutely incredible way to wrap up the first game of our doubleheader. We'll try to top it here with game 2, but it might be a difficult challenge.
I can't hear
Hale wins it with under 5 seconds to go. The 3 from the Big Sky bench. It felt like she hit it from the parking lot. As you get a look at our highlights, Alex Scoville, Chloe Larson with fantastic games as well, but it wasn't enough as Big Sky gets the win. Now they can go for the sweep here in the boys game, which is going to tip off in just under 20 minutes from now. Woo! You having fun out there, folks? 46-43, our final score. Big Sky wins the girls' game on a dagger.
I'm here at Cadence Kashur. Just how do you feel?
I mean, that's crazy. I don't know, last time the Big Sky beat Hellgate, that was a great feeling. I mean, as a team, it adds to our record, but as a student body, that's so much more.
And Audrey Hale, what a shot. What was going through your head when that ball was in the air?
I trust her so much, honestly. She's become a great shooter this season. She's knocked down some big shots, and I knew she had that one.
And then after this, a huge win. State tournament's coming up soon. What's the team's mentality?
Same mentality we have had these past few games. I mean, 2 crosstown wins, and I don't know how long. We just got to keep fighting. We know we're tough.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, back to you, Zach.
All right, thanks, Jack. Wow. I mean, we're going to, like we said, we're going to try to dial up the drama for the boys' game as well. And, of course, the trophy presentation goes to the winner afterwards as Cadence Kashur with an incredible game. Audrey Hale, the game winner, as Big Sky beats Hellgate. We'll be back in a little bit with the start of the boys' game here from the Adams Center. And, man, these student sections just excited, on their feet. I hope they save their voices because, man, it's going to be something this second game of our doubleheader. These two teams both battling for seeding, the divisional tournament coming up in a couple of weeks, and the state tournament. And these two looking for a nice way to end the evening. Big Sky trying to get the win. They didn't have their best effort in the first game against these two, but take another look at that shot. That's going to go down in Golden Goat history. Audrey Hale, the hero for the Eagles, and we'll be right back here on SWX. The boys game tipping off just under 20 minutes from now here in Missoula.